Hi everybody and welcome to week 10 of the Huddle. All laughs aside, Rusty Duncan 6 to my left, and I'm Derek Burleson. All of our squads wrapped up the regular season this weekend with two prep teams looking forward to the postseason. But first, we start with the college ranks and the UCO Broncos.
The Bronze and Blue entered the contest with a perfect record at home and stood 4-2 in conference. UCO needed a win to have a chance to play for a share of the Lone Star Conference title.
The Chos were upset by the Savages last season, but that was then and this is now. And Saturday, it was homecoming. Let's take you to a muddy Wantland Stadium for tackle football.
Saturday, UCO was at home for homecoming, and senior John Fitzgerald getting all pumped up patriotic style. Very first play of the game, Savages come out and shock the Broncos. Gary Don Moore to Romar Crenshaw. The Savages take the very early 7-0 lead. But the Bronco defense would regroup, and on the very next series, Jess left. He's blitzing, and he lays the smack down on Gary Don Moore. Brad Shea recovers the fumble. UCO football. Still first quarter, UCO football on 4th and 12, and Manning, he finds Greg Briley, who's going to take it up the middle of the field and get the Broncos a crucial first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Manning can't find an open receiver. He scrambles, and he scrambles all the way to the touchdown. That 7-yard run was the longest of Manning's career. Broncos tied at 7. Now the Savages back on offense. Raider McHugh makes the initial hit, but Kelly Heathington is there to drag down number 20 Scott Martin for the big loss. And then number 9, Milan Samato, he hits the 52-yard field goal. Savages take the lead again, 10-7. Broncos back on offense. Dede Carter, the redshirt freshman, making the big gain. And he's loving it. Look at him fight. They're happy about it, too. Now another young stud for the Broncos, Tariq Abdullah. He takes it all the way into the end zone, but it's going to be called back because of a holding penalty. Now different quarter, same drive, Manning to Hacker, that's 6. With Luttrell's extra point, the Broncos take the 14-10 lead and would never trail again. UCO took the 4-point lead up the stairs and into the locker room for halftime, then exploded in the 3rd quarter. Briley gets the scoring going with this 5-yard run, and then with the Savages back on offense, it's time for UCO to play some defense. And Tony Thompson coming up big at the corner. He picks it off, and he will not be caught. 47 yards later, Tony T down the sidelines, and that's 6. Give you guys a little bit of time to celebrate. And the bronze and blue pom-poms were waving in the air. The Savages made it 28-17 midway through the 3rd quarter on this Johnny McHenry touchdown, but the Bronco offense just could not be stopped today. Here's Don Harris on the reverse, and it's a nice gain, but watch the hit. Oh! One more time. Glad Don got up from that one. He's a lot tougher than I am. UCO makes it 35-17 on this 1-yard plunge by Brett Manning. But on Saturday, the UCO offense was a juggernaut. They were not done yet as Eric Gooden goes around the right end for this 20-yard touchdown run. Evan Luttrell would come on to nail the extra point and also add a 43-yard field goal later in the contest. But as for now, UCO was beating the Savages like a drum. But they weren't done yet. The young guy, Abdullah, going around and running people over. He should be a good back for the future at UCO. And then Eric Gooden gets his 2nd touchdown of the day, a 1-yard run up the middle. And that would end the scoring for UCO. Chad Hacker after the game.
It feels great. I mean, we kind of slumped this whole year in just offense, and finally we get it together. And we didn't play like we really wanted to the first half, but the second half we came out and really played well.
Yeah, we've got a lot of momentum. We've won 3 games in a row, and you know, we're going to need to take all that, you know, there to beat them. They, you know, always have a great team. It's going to be a good game.
So the Broncos take the 51-17 win, and next week face NSU for a share of the Lone Star Conference title. Derek Burleson, the Huddle.
There's your final. UCO dominates 51-17. My player of the game goes to senior Kelly Heathington. The free safety from Broken Arrow had 9 tackles, 2 for a loss, recovered a fumble, and batted down a pass. Not a bad day.
Up next, it's Lone Star Bedlam as the Broncos go to NSU next Saturday, where with a win, UCO can claim a share of the Lone Star Conference title for the 3rd year in a row. Kickoff set for 2 p.m.
Still to come on the Huddle, former Santa Fe coach Brian Kelly and interim head coach Neil Caleb. They're going to join us in studio to talk about